Hello, I'm Lisa and here's my story. I was standing there frozen with a letter in my hand. It was from my mom. She left us. I was only with my brother and sister. Thousands of thoughts raced through my mind. Why did mom left us? Where did she go? How are we going to survive without her? How are we going to meet our expenses? My sister walked into the kitchen, seeing me crying. She asked what was wrong. I told her about mom's letter. She also started crying. But at this point, I was fuming with anger. What was mom even thinking? She couldn't give up on us like this. I was sitting on the floor in my room trying to figure out how we are going to make ends meet. I am the eldest sibling. Even though I wasn't the real sister, but I still loved Kara and Jake. They loved me too. I looked at the canvas. Aha! This is it. I'm going to sell my paintings. It's the only way I can pay rent and other bills. I went to my sister's room, who was also figuring out how we are going to make ends meet. I told her about my idea. She was reluctant at first, as she knew how much I love my paintings and I never wanted to sell them, but before she could say anything, I said, I love you and Jack more than anything in this world. So the next day I took all my paintings and put them on the street for sale. Many days passed like this. People used to praise my paintings, but only a few people were willing to buy them. Then came the fateful day that changed my life for the best. A middle-aged man walked up to me. He started observing my paintings. I was so nervous.
Awesome. I love them. My name is John the First. I'm also an artist. I would love to work with you. Here, this is my card. Contact me if you are interested.
I was standing there shocked. That night, I went home all excited. I told Jake and Kara about my encounter with Mr. John. We were all so happy. Next day, I put on the most formal outfit I had and went to visit Mr. John at his office. He was pleased to see me. And then I started working for him. It was great. 4 years passed, now we were rich. My sister was off to college and my brother was studying in the best high school of the country. One day, I received a phone call from an unknown number. I picked up, and on the other side of the phone was my mom. I was about to hang up on her, but she said something that left me shocked. Lisa, your birth mom wants to see you. Tears started rolling down my cheeks. I pulled myself together and agreed to meet her at a nearby cafe. When I got there, a blonde woman was sitting there with my mom. She introduced herself as Erica, my mom. We sat there and chatted for a while. Then, I took her to my home with me. During that 1 month, she stayed at my house. Things used to go missing quite often. My brother talked to me about that. He suspected my mom, but I wasn't ready to hear anything about her. Eventually Jake moved out as he was sick of Erica. One day, a letter arrived, and after reading it, I went ballistic. It was a DNA test result showing that Erica wasn't my mother. I marched up to her and showed her the DNA test results. She went pale and started crying. That was enough. I kicked her out. Turns out Erica was an actress hired by my mom to steal my money. I was so desperate for mother's love that I believed everything Erica said to me. Now, I exactly knew what I had to do. I called my brother and asked him to meet me. Jake then told me that he knew Erica was a scammer. That's why he sent me the DNA test results. I was so grateful to him. That day, both me and Jake went to London, where Kara was studying. I bought a nice house there and 3 of us started living together. That's when I realized something. Blood related or not, Kara and Jake are my only family.